What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the AMC call options and put options that expire next week, the week after that, and then the week after that. Now, in my previous video, I talked about the $100 call option strike price that expires on June 18th, which is next week. However, I did not realize the insane amount of volume that was on the $145 call option strike price, also expiring next week. Okay, so they both expire next week, and I was only talking about the $100 call option strike price in my previous video. However, you guys need to understand that there's also the $145 call options expiring next week, and I'm going to talk about that in just a few seconds. Now, what I really just want to point out, guys, is if you guys do not know what a call option is, it is basically when you are able to buy 100 shares of a stock in one contract. That's basically what it is. And so when you have a call option, you are betting that the stock price is going to increase. However, if you have a put option, you also have, the ability to purchase 100 shares of a stock. However, you are betting that the price is going to go down. So you make money when the price goes down. However, for a call option, you make money when the price of a stock goes up. And one of the great things about call options and put options, I know a lot of people say that they are risky, but with stocks like AMC that have an extreme amount of high volume, you guys want to be seeing high amounts of volume for call options and put options because a lot of people buy call options and put options, okay? For AMC, it would obviously be better to see a lot more call options compared to put options because we want the stock price to go up. But usually when you guys see the price of a stock go up, it is usually because of the call options, okay? Because there are so many. And the great thing about options, yes, again, as I said, they're really risky. However, you are able to buy the contract for such a cheap price, okay? That is what makes a lot of people buy call options. And when you have multiple options being piled up, what do you guys think is going to happen? Obviously, it is going to be creating a short squeeze. And that is where gamma squeeze comes too, because that is what happened at GameStop. There were so many call options, there were so many contracts, right? It wasn't just about the shares, because not everyone could afford buying GameStop at $100 per share. What a lot of people did to make fast money and to make, a lot of money to maximize their total profit is they bought options and they bought call options because it's very cheap. So therefore, if it's very cheap, you have more reward, but you are also, able to receive more risk. So it really just depends. But enough with that. What I want to talk about is the difference between AMC and Tesla. What you guys need to understand for next week is that when you guys see Tesla or Apple go up in price, that is usually when AMC will fall down in price, okay? There is definitely a correlation. If you guys want to better understand how the AMC pattern works, when Tesla goes up, AMC usually goes down. Now, why is this important? Well, I'm sure that over the weekend, a lot of us are seeing that the price of Bitcoin and, all the cryptocurrencies are falling down. And so when the cryptocurrency market usually falls down, so does Tesla. Okay, in the opening weekdays of trading, Tesla usually falls down in price. And so if Tesla or Apple or even just both of them, because they both move in the same direction usually, and so if they both decide to fall Monday morning, then that will probably be very good news for AMC. And again, this is just a pattern that I think is pretty correlated. So that is why if you guys have multiple charts, if you guys are trying to day trade AMC, you guys will probably be able to do a better job if you see Tesla or Apple side by side. And so for the AMC options, there are 13.1 million option contracts that expire next week, okay? And so this will probably drive the price of AMC extremely high. And if we look at the calls only, there are 5.9, or no, not 5.9, there are 8 million shares or contracts bought for AMC, whereas on the put side, there are only 8, or not 8 million, there are 5.1 million options that expire next week for AMC. So 5.1 million contracts think that AMC is going to go down, or they're betting that it's going to go down, or not even this, guys. What some people are doing is they're trying to get AMC at a very cheap price. And so what they're doing is they're actually selling put options. If you're trying to sell a put option, that does not mean that you are bearish. And when you are bearish, you are betting that the stock is going to go down. However, when you are selling a put option, you are actually bullish, meaning that you think that the price is going to go up and you actually want to be able to get AMC at a cheap price. So that when you get it at a cheap price, you will be able to see the price of AMC go up later later on, and then you will make your money based on the difference of the price going up and then to your price that you bought AMC at. So there's a difference between selling a put option and buying a put option. And I think what a lot of people are doing with this 5.1 million options being bought is they are probably selling put options for AMC. And so for the volume by contract, basically on June 18th, because June 4th and June 11th passed. However, one thing that I just want to say is that on June 4th and the week of June 11th, I was actually looking at the $77 call options, okay? Because these were the ones that had the most amount of volume. And so this week, or actually last week, I guess, the price of AMC actually hit $77. So before, AMC even hit $77, I saw that the contracts with the most amount of volume were the $77 call options. And then this week, for the expiry date of June 18th, the call options with the most volume are the $145 call option strike price, okay? Because there are 83.7 thousand call options, which is 99% of people, compared to the 796 amount of put options for the expiry date of June 18th, which only makes up 1%, okay, for this bracket. And again, this is not 99% of everyone, this is just for this bracket, okay? And there are a lot of different brackets, which is basically what the volume by contract is showing. And so the $0 options, okay, basically barely anyone has them if you compare it to the 83.7 thousand call options, right? Because over here you have 8.5 thousand and then 83,000. You could basically round that to 84,000, okay? People betting that the stock is going to hit $145. That is just insane. Also, another call option that has a lot of volume is the $100 strike price call option, okay? 25.3 thousand dollar call options with that strike price of $100, which makes up 98% of people in this bracket are betting that the stock of AMC is probably going to reach near $100 per share, compared to 453 put options that expire next week, which only make up 2% of people in this bracket who think the price of AMC is going to fall below $100. And so, yeah, guys, what I just wanted to say is that there are a lot of people who think that the stock price of AMC is going to go very high next week. And so, what I've been seeing over the weekend, though, is a lot of people stressing about the price of AMC because they think that AMC is going to be going very down, right, next week. However, in my opinion, I do not think that is going to go very down. And now, aside from the volumes for each contract expiring, in these various weeks, I'm going to go to the technical analysis to explain why I think AMC is going to fall slightly in the short term. However, after it falls to this exact price target, I expect a massive movement to the upside for AMC. Okay, guys, so for AMC on the technical analysis, what I would first want to say is that RSI and MACD are honestly not necessary at this point. I know I said this in my previous video, because one of the things about these technical indicators is that I just don't think that they work when the price of a stock has gone parabolic, like AMC has. It has just gone way too high, which is a good thing, obviously. However, when I was buying it right around here at $5 a share, it was definitely working because the RSI and the MACD, both of them, indicating that the price was going to go to the upside. But now, since the price of AMC is just really high, I just don't think that'll work. But again, that's just my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. Now, what I think is going to be happening to AMC, the price target that I'm looking for, or not the price target, but the worst that I think that could happen to AMC, and if it does get to this price level, which it might happen next week, and if it does, I'll just be adding more to my position from $5 a share. But basically, on the 5-day 5-minute chart, what I think is going to happen is if AMC does have a lot of negative reaction in the opening of Monday, I think that the worst it could go to would be around the $41.50 level, okay? That is price target number one or support number one. And again, the reason why I'm talking about the supports first and not the resistances is because, again, if worse does come to worse, people need to be prepared, okay? And not scared because if it does go to 41.50, a lot of people are just probably going to end up selling it. And then a lot of people are going to end up buying it because 41.50 or 41.52, I'm just rounding it to 41.50 because it's easier to understand. But basically, when these levels or when the candles go to these levels, what usually ends up happening is there is a massive amount of a volume increase. And you have to understand is that when a stock goes to a support level, usually what ends up happening is the price ends up going up. That is a price movement that usually ends up happening because it is a support and because there is a massive amount of volume and so many people are trying to buy shares for the long term and even for a day trade, okay? And so I really do not think that it will break this support. However, if it does, the next major support, and I really do not think that it will break this level. And the reason why I say that is because we have one support right here at this candle, and then we have not one but two support candles right here, the $37.74 mark. This is a major support, and if it goes to this level, I will also be adding more shares, okay? Because when you guys see these candles right here, this is one of really good patterns, and basically it just indicates that there is a lot of support for a stock. And anyone that's been trading for over 3 months, they will be able to identify that this is an amazing support level to get an entry into any stock. Okay, so even if it does go to the $37.74 level again, that is probably where even more people are going to be adding to their position, because what this indicates is not only once did the stock go down and then find a support and then go back up, but it ended up going down and then back up a second time, which obviously indicates that there is a lot of resilience for the stock at this entry point right here, which is the $37.74 mark. Now, those are the support levels, and now I'm going to talk about the resistances. Okay, so in the short term, AMC needs to break the $56 mark for it to go all the way up to the $67 mark, or not even 67, but the $66 mark. And then once it breaks $66, this stock will probably test again to the $68 level. However, once it breaks $68, this stock will probably go back to 77, and then from 77, since there is no more patterns for the stock and since there's no more candles, right? Because AMC has not really broken above $77 massively, but once it breaks $77 with a massive amount of volume, this stock, in my opinion, will be reaching $100. And because there are so many options expiring next week with a high number of volume, I think that this stock is going to $100 very fast. And remember, guys, this is all just my opinions. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.